Hello everybody, and welcome back to another revisit. For today, we're going to be doing another classic Halo 3 revisit, and that would be this little trick to go weaponless in Halo 3. So throughout all the Halo games, there were several ways to go weaponless, but in Halo 3, there's a pretty easy way to do it. And in fact, you can do it in both Forge and Campaign. So we're going to show you how to do it in Forge first. What you want to do is have one person in Forge delete a weapon as another person picks it up. It's that simple. However, on a Master Chief Collection, it's a little trickier because yet the timing is I don't know why, but it's a little harder to do. But what you want to do is I'd recommend you just count down from like 3, 2, 1 and then go and then have someone pick it up. However, I noticed on Xbox One that sometimes there's like a delay in the mic over Xbox Live in a party chat. In fact, it's as much as like a 1 second delay between when I speak and when a person hears me. So that kind of delay can make it a lot trickier to do this weaponless glitch. So the easiest thing to do is do it with 3 people. You count down, or somebody else counts down, and when that person counts down, both people who are doing the glitch, they do their job. That way, you're you're both you both experience the same amount of delay hearing the other person, rather than if you're the one talking or doing the countdown. So anyways, once you've done this glitch, well, it's not a glitch, it's more of a trick, I guess. I don't know what you would call this. I guess it is a glitch, because you're usually not supposed to be weaponless. But anyways, once you do it, as you saw, when you get into vehicles, you do get into like weird poses sometimes. In fact, on the mongoose is like the best in my opinion, which you'll see in just a second. But you'll get into pretty silly poses. It's not as good as like other Halo games. Some other Halo games, when you go weaponless and you get into like a passenger seat, you stand like right up. It's pretty weird. But at least on Halo 3, on a mongoose, your guy's like holding like a pistol, like an invisible pistol. Or from my perspective, in my opinion, it kind of looks like you're trying to hitchhike. And my friend there is trying to like slap me from the back of the head with that weaponless pose. Now you don't have to do it with a missile pod, you can do it with any weapon as well. As you can see, we just did it with a battle rifle there. So it's up to you what weapon. It doesn't really matter which one. Also, when you're doing a pose on a vehicle, if you do get out of it, it will undo the weaponless glitch, and you will pick up you will just switch to the previous weapon you've had. And if you walk over another weapon, you will also pick that weapon up. So if you want to maintain this, just be careful and don't walk over any weapons. And if you get on a vehicle, don't get off. Now on a Hornet, your guy actually stands in a pretty weird pose. Like, it doesn't look strange, but once you take off on a Hornet, it's actually pretty weird. He's like standing in a pose where like it's impossible to balance, especially when a Hornet is moving. So as you can see, he's flying, but he's pretty much standing like straight up in a Hornet, kind of leaning back on the side of it, but he's not grabbing onto anything. So there's like no way you could possibly, balance on that. So anyways, that's basically the weaponless glitch in multiplayer. And you can use that for machinimas if you want. I don't know if people still film machinimas anymore. But, if anybody wants to film a machinima again, those were the good old days of Halo 3 machinimas. I really miss those. There was such great machinimas like RB and a Chief, if you guys remember that. Or, Red versus Blue, which I believe is still going on. So yeah, I'd like to see machinimas again make a comeback, because not many of those anymore these days. Now, to do the weaponless glitching campaign, as far as I know, it only works on a mission to Covenant. And that's for a very specific reason. So, to do it, you want to get to this part on the mission, which is getting to the 3rd tower. You can start from the 2nd rally point and just fly here. And kill all the enemies. Make sure you don't kill your elite allies. Once it's clear, just simply stick any of the elite allies with a plasma grenade or a spike grenade. When you do that, they will automatically pull out an energy sword. And this is the only way to get an energy sword on this mission. So once you pick it up, just hold on to it. In fact, whoever wants to go weaponless is the one that has to hold on to it. You can get multiple energy swords, but it won't matter, because what you need next, there's only one of. So we'll get to that in a second. Just continue through the mission as normal, and then when you finally get back down here, just make your way to the vehicles as you normally would. And right around this corner here is a Marine with a rocket launcher. This is the only Marine that ever carries a rocket launcher on this mission. In fact, I think this is the only rocket launcher on this mission, which is why I'm pretty sure you can only do this glitch for one person. Because you do need both a rocket launcher and an energy sword in order for this to work. So once you have both of them, just drive all the way ahead and grab another vehicle. You can grab either a ghost or a prowler. The ghost will probably be the quickest and easiest way, but I haven't done this glitch with a prowler for a long time, so that's why we chose to do a prowler here. Plus, with the prowler, it's easier to make sure that everybody makes it through the time travel glitch, and that no one gets stuck. Well, I mean, if you don't know the glitch very well, it's also a good way to get everybody stuck, so make sure you do know how to do the time travel glitch consistently. Otherwise, you risk getting stuck. So we're just going to use the prowler here for fun. Like I said, you don't need to do with the prowler. You can all just grab a ghost and drive up the mountain here. It all works the same. You can even do it with a hornet if you want, but we'll get to that in another video. I will be revisiting the Covenant time travel soon, just like I did the Ark time travel. But that'll probably be sometime next week, possibly. So once you're up the mountain, this is probably like one of the oldest time travels in the book. But for those of you who don't know how to safely go through, just remember to drive up on this little ledge here at an angle. Once you hit an invisible barrier, just keep driving along the barrier until you are past it. You'll know you're past it when you finally go forward like you just did there. And you want to stop and then find like a little ledge, like a little angle here that you can drive up, and then back up slowly. If you did it correctly, then you will make it through without getting stuck inside the map. And whoever had the rocket launcher and energy sword will become weaponless. And another cool effect is when you do with the elites, they can actually still melee. And when they do that, they also slide around on the ground, kind of like they're ice skating or something. And that also happens when they throw grenades as well. Another cool thing is that when the elite is weaponless, they're also like looking around. They have all these animations that you like almost never see. So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to do with elites. If you do with a Spartan, they also become weaponless, but the Spartans, they don't have any weaponless melee animations. So that's about it. It's a cool thing to show your friends or just to try it for fun. And if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to drop a like and leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys